the pursuit of thinness and how much that has taken from everybody, including thin women.
Not enough fat. It hasn't done, the pursuit of thinness hasn't done enough. Indoctrination. Oh, great.
What's in the box?
Oh, yay. Oh, yay.
It's wild to me, the level of indoctrination that happens before we even consider the logistics of the indoctrination that's happening and the way that we indoctrinate our children even.
Okay. Take a drink every time she says indoctrinate. 13 seconds and you haven't said anything but indoctrination like a few times. Let's go.
I've been listening on Audible to What We Don't Talk About When We Talk About Fat. And in one of the chapters, the author talks about the pursuit of thinness and how much that has taken from everybody, including thin women.
Not enough fat. It hasn't done, the pursuit of thinness hasn't done enough. It's got a lot of work cut out for it. Let's just put it that way. It didn't work. The pursuit of thinness did not work. It didn't work. That's for fucking sure. Okay.
It takes away our time, energy, effort, brain power.
It doesn't do any of those things.
I mean, we're spending so much time in this pursuit of this random beauty standard that was set by old white men.
Okay, pause. You don't have to be healthy. Just say you don't want to be healthy. Just say you don't want to eat real food and exercise and get quality sleep. Just say that. Just say that. Like anyone that's like a random beauty, fuck the beauty. All right? You shouldn't be obese. There's no need to be obese. This is the only time in fucking history where people are just ridiculously fat, except for like the elites in ancient cultures that had access to like seed oils and extra food and didn't have to lift a finger for labor because they had slaves and shit. Okay. Like in ancient Egypt, like, you know, the only reason you had bitch tits then is because seed oils and shit were very rare. And these pharaohs and people just fucking ate and they sat there and they had everyone feed them their food. Like they didn't have to do anything, you know, being obese or being portly, like a couple hundred years ago meant that you didn't labor for a living because everyone did physical labor. You were a businessman and you wore a top hat. You're a corporate fat cat and you got to be fat because you just drank and smoked and sat around and ate food. You didn't have to work in the fields. So, forget the beauty standard. Just say you don't want to eat real food and exercise. Like there's no possible way you're taking care of your health. You can blame it on old white men or this thinness narrative. Like, okay, fine. Some people like pursue thinness. Stop pursuing thinness. Just be healthy and you won't be fucking morbidly obese. No one says you have to be a size 2, but there's no need to be a size 20. And there's no virtue in that. There's no benefit to that. It's all downside.
That were racist hundreds of years ago. And still, that tends to be a priority for us above connection with other human beings, above
what?
Community. Instead, we're so focused on the avoidance of the way we're treated when we're fat and the praise that comes when you're thin. I mean, thin people, it's always that last 10 pounds, right? Like I rarely see a thin woman say that they're happy with their body. Like
most people aren't happy with anything. They're not happy with the amount of money they make. They're not happy with their job. They're not happy. Grass is always greener. They're not happy with their wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend. They're not happy with themselves. They're not happy for many reasons. Okay. And the reason why is because people are looking to fill a void. They're not enjoying their journey. They're not doing things for the right reasons. So of course most people are not happy because they're trying to fill voids or they're trying to look for it in the wrong place. Whereas they can literally they have a choice to be happy. It's not the pursuit of happiness. You're going to have joy. You're going to have satisfaction. You're going to have fulfillment. But that term, the pursuit of happiness, I think is improper. You know, I want to be happy. It's like, well, you can choose to be happy. I think that's some vernacular that we use and semantics that really fuck people up. Like, there is no happiness. You're going to have temporary joy. You're going to have, but you need a deep satisfaction. You need purpose. And that's going to, and discipline. And you breed that through discipline, execution, the 7 pillars, and you'll have satisfaction, purpose. That's much more important. Much better way to think about it.
Often see like, oh, I'm almost there. Like I'm 5 more pounds, 10 more pounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have fat bodies that are so far from that it's this constant acceptance of like, well, my body's never going to be that way. So
you don't do anything to take better care of your health. So what do you expect? Of course, it's never going to be that way. You're never going to make progress if you don't put in effort. No one wants to hear that though.
I'm just less than, right? And it just, all of these things, I'm having a moment, you guys.
Oh my God,
like,
your hand.
I knew all this,
Holy
but
shit.
I guess it just, we're going to be that way. So I'm just less than, right? And it just, all of these things.
Holy club.
I'm having a moment, you guys. Like I knew all this, but I guess I didn't think about how it also impacted people that were naturally straight sized.
Naturally straight sized. I'm going to go ahead and be like, that doesn't mean anything. I know what you're trying to say, but I'm not going to play into this stupid fucking language that you're making up. That doesn't mean anything.
But it does. It takes away from all of us.
You're taken away from yourself. You're playing a victim. No one likes that, which is why you're frustrated. You have low self-esteem. It shows. And why shouldn't you? You're not doing anything. And deep down, you know that you're full of shit. Deep down, you know you're full of shit. So your body is fighting with the truth of the matter. And you're just projecting this onto other people where it's your responsibility and your fault.
If we just like collectively decided that capitalism is wild, man. The patriarchy is wild.
It's not the patriarchy.
I'm having a moment. Anyway,
you're having a moment.
Day. Don't talk about my eyebrows. My appointment's tomorrow, and thank God it's Friday.
We already did talk about it. People in the chat already picked up on that. Jesus Christ. It's not capitalism. It's not the patriarchy. Nice try. Nice try. No, it's because of this. It's because of what you put in your mouth and what you don't do. It's because of your actions and your lifestyle habits. Nothing to do with capitalism. The only reason you have a phone to complain on is because of capitalism. It's not the patriarchy. You just don't want to admit your own shortcomings, which is the fastest way to not make progress.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown. You are the king in the apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know